Hey everybody, it's Derek with The Ultimate Hang, and we're back in the hammock lab. This time we're going to look at the Tribe Provisions Go Anywhere blanket. This is the 2016 model, and I'm going to show how to kind of deconstruct it just a little bit, and we're going to convert this into a summer top quilt. Well, more of a kind of a convertible quilt, really. A couple of quick updates on this 2016 model. I reviewed last year's model and they sent me a new version. I really like the trim is a little bit different. The material seems to have a little bit of an upgrade, which is really nice. The insulation's been improved, so it's a little bit warmer. And the stuff sack has also been improved. Mine kind of fell apart on me. Not really fell apart, but the stuff sack kind of ripped off. This one's been reinforced, which is really nice. And one thing the stuff sack's pretty cool. It has a draw cord that can convert this into kind of a throw shoulder bag. It's got a nice handle on the bag as well. Interestingly enough, I'm still not a fan of the way that the stuff sack is just kind of tacked onto the edge there. I think it would be really cool if this stuff sack were kind of incorporated as almost like a pillow pocket that disappeared once it was unfolded or unstuffed. You know, almost like you could put a book or something in it when it's unstuffed, and then you can kind of stuff it into itself. Because I find that this thing, as a blanket, in blanket mode, this really gets in the way. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to unpick this. So I've got my pick that I'm going to seam ripper, I guess is what it's called. And we're going to take off this stuff sack, and then I'm going to add some snaps. So here are the tools. I've got my hammer, and these snaps are just from Joann's Fabrics. They're just some big heavy-duty snaps. And then the snap tool. As you can see kind of how big they are. These work really well. They go quick through the fabric. And we're just going to really just put some along the short end, pretty much right where these seams are. So it makes it really easy and convenient. So we can make this quilt a little easier to use inside of a hammock. And of course, with adding these little snaps, you can also use this as an insert into another bag to boost some warmth, and maybe even a match coat, which I'll try to model in a little bit. So we're going to put this on speed motion and get it done. Alright, so this is a really simple project, really easy to make. The real reason for the snaps is to create that foot box, so when you get into it, it's really easy in a hammock, so it leaves it open. I mean, you could sleep on the ground like a sleeping bag like this. In a hammock, you're just gonna pull that around your feet, so that's what the snaps. Now I've tried snaps, Velcro, ties. I much prefer the snaps because they don't snag, they don't tangle, and they're just super simple and easy to use. So there's the snaps foot box, really nice. Now let me show you the match coat in just a second. I think if there's one thing that I wish that this blanket had was 6 more inches of length. I mean, as it is, let's see if I can get into the film here, screen here. The blanket comes up to about to my chin. I'm about 5, let's see, I'm 5'10". So it's a pretty good for summer. If I had a few more inches, that would be a little more comfortable for me. But you know, I can curl that in, tuck the sides in, stay nice and warm. A match coat has been around for a long time, and you can find all kinds of information about them. I love them because you can take a simple blanket or a quilt and turn it into kind of a coat. It just wraps around you. You can put a hood on the top. Really all you need is, a blanket like this with the snaps. It makes it really easy. And then I like to use like my webbing straps for my hammock, or a piece of rope like this, or even the belt. A belt works really good. And all you do is we're going to take the snap end. So we've unsnapped the foot box, and that's going to go up over my head like this. And then this is kind of what will create the hood. But first we're going to kind of wrap this around us like that. Get our belt. And then these just snap together like so. Maybe just the one. So that's a match coat. Kind of have my arms free, keeps me warm. Kind of a Civil War era. They used a lot in the Civil War with like a wool blanket. So anyway, I'm getting really hot. But you can pop it up over your head with the hood. That's a match coat. Anyway, hope you guys had fun tonight.